Scent bird, I smell good, bish. And if you want to smell good like me, you'll click down below in the description box and get 15% off of your first month subscription service to Scentbird, which is a monthly subscription service that sends you perfumes, candles, hand lotions, and makeup. So you guys get down below, check out their website, and sign up. It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I know I'm late. It's Friday, and I'm just not putting up American Horror Story, and Greenleaf will come right after it. I'm so sorry, you guys, but my family came over yesterday, and which was supposed to be just in the morning ended up being until like 10 o'clock last night. So I didn't have any time to get my videos done because I had people here all day, and then I was gone. So without any further ado, let's just get right into American Horror Story. All right. So the episode started off with Cordelia passing out after seeing Langdon roll up with Madison and Queenie. When she passed out, she woke up and was a dream world, but it was like the futuristic apocalyptic world that they're in the present time. Not during this time where, you know, Langdon was first introduced to them and everything. This is like the world that we're in at the moment that the show started with all of the world going crazy, and she sees these zombies and she sees this kind of faceless white man standing there laughing as these zombies eat her alive, you guys. It was like, no, I don't watch The Walking Dead. And I know y'all tell me it's good, but I ain't got time to be in like continuous apocalyptic world. Like that's depressing as fuck to me. I know y'all think that's entertaining, but for me, shit like that, Breaking Bad, FX gotta do better. Okay? I'm just saying, like, no, they did do better with polls and shit. I was tired of being depressed by their shows. They be good, but like, who wants to binge watch the end of the world? I'm just saying, like, not me. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all want to do. But you know, I wasn't feeling it like that. Either way, Cordelia wakes up from this nightmare with a premonition. She can now see that the future is going to be fucked up. So she tells everybody that she wants to see the boy. She wants to see Michael Langdon. She tells them that she saw the future, and the future looked fucked up. Okay? The future depends on what Cordelia does next. And I'm just kind of like, well, obviously you didn't make the right choice because it all still happened, didn't it? Cordelia tells Michael that he will take the 7 Wonders test. And she tells him that if he succeeds, it will change everything. And we like, Cordelia, you supposed to be the supreme. You supposed to know what's going on. Why you can't tell that homeboy evil as fuck? Why can't you see this, Cordelia? Just like we don't understand, Myrtle don't understand. They get back to New Orleans and Myrtle is like, I don't understand how you could agree to let a male attempt the 7 Wonders. You know the alpha is a child's tale. Men tell flaccid little boys to make them believe that one day they will be something special. And time again, history has shown us the hubris of men have no bounds. Have we learned nothing from Attila the Hun? Mark Zuckerberg. I'm like, we have learned from Mark Zuckerberg. That motherfucker's evil, all right? I'm just saying, I'm mad that he bought Instagram. Or was it Twitter? I don't remember. Either way, yeah, the motherfucker gives me the heebie-jeebies. Cordelia says that she's seen the future, and what if it's her inability to see her position that allows this, you know, great apocalyptic future? Like, what if it's that? And Myrtle says, let's learn from your mama, okay? Everybody that has the powers to be a supreme shouldn't be a supreme. Meaning, just because you could pass the 7 Wonders, don't mean you should lead a coven, okay? And I think this was like a word right here that Myrtle put out there, all right? This is the truth. Just because you have the powers don't mean that you got the power. That don't mean that, okay? You got the power. Cordelia says that she will have to concede to a successor one day. And Myrtle says there's magic in their very walls. Their own Mallory, okay? Who brought back a dead animal just days ago in the fields. All right, Mallory is your supreme, girl. But we see that Cordelia is dissipating. Whenever there's a new supreme, the previous supreme starts to dissipate and become like some form of obstructed matter. Like you see pieces of her stomach missing and shit. And I'm like, oh, Cordelia, you only been a supreme how long? 5 years maybe? Your mama was a supreme for like 3 decades. What the fuck is this? So Mallory actually comes into the office at this exact moment. And I'm like, girl, you magical. And then she says that her 2 o'clock is there. Cordelia goes to sit down with Coco and her father, okay? This is the part where it was like, 'cause I don't remember Coco being in a coven, all right? And I know her because I remember her from way, way back in the 90s when she used to be on that show, I can't remember the name of the show, but it was like a high school show, and the theme song was that Kendall Payne song, Supermodel. It's not that we know anyone personally. I'm sorry, y'all. I love Kendall Payne. Anyway, if y'all don't know about that Christian rock, Coco comes in with her dad and she doesn't want to be there. She's pissed off. And apparently she has powers, but she thinks her powers are like little shit. She is not all of that impressed by it. And she's like, I don't need to be here, okay? Like, I do little shit. Basically, she could detect gluten in desserts. She can detect gluten. So all the little rich Beverly Hills bitches will call her over to their house so that they can detect whether the cakes and shit that they was eating had gluten in it, because the government be lying, talking about they ain't got no gluten in this. All right, Coco, pick up the cake. There's gluten in this. I was like, what kind of power is that? And Cordelia tells her that her power is basically her detecting harm and that can be expanded upon. But she's still not really feeling it. But Cordelia does her witchy talk where she's very matter of fact and warm and open and loving and patient and kind and just giving Coco all of that. And Coco's like, oh my God, okay. And then Mallory comes in and introduces herself and they go off to the back. And I'm like, oh, all right, okay, because y'all know Cordelia's daddy is paying the school money. It's not about that. Coco got her little magic, and obviously we're gonna need Coco for whatever the fuck's about to happen next, because they saved her, and I don't understand why. So back at the boys' school, the heads of the boys' school are doing like a ritual blessing on Langdon, and John Henry, the only like Caucasian one that's not feeling this shit at all, he still looks fearful. He still looks like he's not here for it. And I found out that Pray Tell's name on this show is Behold. All right, I was like, oh, all right. All right, Behold, I'm here for it. So Behold goes to John Henry's room as he's packing to leave for a couple of days, and he tells him that he saw the white-faced demon in Michael, and he's going to see Cordelia and get some answers. And Behold tries to stop him, and he's like, now you know. He pushed Behold against the wall and was like, now you know. All right, I'll let you get away with a lot, but if you don't calm your ass down and let me go on my merry way. Behold thinks that John Henry is jealous. And it's like, jealous? Bitch, how? He wasn't gonna never be the supreme. He wasn't gonna never be the alpha or whatever y'all wanna call it. So why would he be jealous? Seriously, y'all all supposed to be a brotherhood. Why would he be jealous? On his way out of town, because, anybody got time for Behold and his bullshit. On his way out of town, he stops for gas. And y'all, we see Mead roll up. The original human Mead. And that's when we know some bullshit is about to take place. All right? He pumping his gas. She acting like an old woman that can't hold a gas pump. So he go over to help her. She drops something. He been down to pick it up. She cut the nigga ankles. Then she cut his throat. He dies out on the floor. She puts gasoline on him. I'm like, God damn. I mean, really, bitch? I was just so upset by them killing the only person that was getting the vibes that this was not the right move to make. But you know what? I thought about it and I was like, hey, at least he didn't have to go through the apocalypse. That's when Mead meets Michael in the woods. And he was like, what happened? And she's like, okay, he dead, calm down. And then after she finished bucking his head up to let him know that he is the one supreme being and all of that bullshit, we see the Tibetan Asian looking monk coming from the woods. And apparently he set John Henry up and told Mead where he would be so that she could kill him. And I'm like, now see, you flaw as fuck. You flaw as fuck. What's his name on here? I don't even know if they told me what his real name was. Hold up. Ariel. His name was Ariel. See, the whole thing was Michael purposefully infiltrated the covens because he knew that those were the only people that could stop him, okay? So now this stupid ass Ariel, who I'm like, so you didn't hear none of this conversation that happened before you walked out of that woods, before you walked out the clearing, you ain't hear none of this shit? Where they basically saying that they setting y'all up to end the world and you all down for it because you think it means somebody male is gonna be the head of the witches and the warlocks? Really, motherfucker, have you never heard of Harry Potter? Really? You feel like you don't have no men in charge of shit? Won't you look at the presidency? Won't you look at Congress? Won't you look at Senate? There are men all over the place taking control and fucking up shit every fucking day. There are men all over the place, okay? So this sexism argument is really starting to aggravate me, okay, Ariel? I could smack the shit out of you for allowing the world to end so that you could have a male in charge for 5 fucking minutes before y'all die, okay? I'm just... So y'all, then we gotta go through the 7 wonders. And y'all know Michael passes them all. Telekinesis, concilium transmutation, divination, pyrokinesis, vitalum vitalis, and then finally descensium, which is when you go back, you go into the underworld, you die, and then you bring yourself back. But because Cordelia wanted to see how truly powerful Michael was, she wanted him to go down into hell and get Misty Day and bring her back up. And Ariel was like, no, I won't stand for it. This is ridiculous. You wouldn't have any other Supreme do this. What is this? And I'm just like, Ariel, if you don't calm the fuck down, Satan is going to pass it. Haven't we seen Satan go to hell, go to purgatory, go to the hotel where nobody leaves and get people and come the fuck back? Calm your ass down. Cordelia basically told him, I know that you feel like, and I've given y'all, the illusion that y'all running some shit, but I'm the Supreme. I make the decisions. If I decide this is what he's going to do, that's what he's going to do. I will crush your larynx with the switch of a finger, my nigga. I could kill you right now, in this moment, and I'm choosing not to do it. So please, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Don't do it to yourself, because you'll die before you see the fruition of any of this shit. And I was like, thank you, Cordelia. Check his little ass, because he was doing the most. He was being real insubordinate, okay? And I was just not here for it. Y'all are underneath, okay, bitch? You are a number 3. You are a level 3. She is a level 4. Why don't you show respect to your elders? Ariel, I don't like Ariel at all. And I'm mad that he got the name Ariel, because y'all know how much I love the Little Mermaid under the sea, ho. Michael walks in and says he'll do it. He'll go back and get her little friend. I'm like, okay. So then we see Misty Day in her hell. In her hell, she's in this science class, and they keep asking her to dissect a live frog. And she just wasn't here for it, okay? So she does this over and over and over again, where the teacher is making her dissect the frog. She won't do it. And then he pushes her hand down and makes her dissect the frog. And then she makes it come back to life, and then we repeat the same shit all over again, over and over and over and over again. I'm like, if that's hell, like, shit. Let me make sure I don't get there. So after she goes through this like 2 times, we all of a sudden see the teacher being dissected and his inside suddenly being on the outside. And we like, what the fuck is this? And when he falls down and dies, we see that it's Michael Langdon up behind him. So then we see Michael wake up, with everybody around him, and they're like, where's Misty? And they think he failed. But just moments later, she kind of comes from the dust into a human being, and there's Misty Day. Cordelia is so happy to see Misty. So Cordelia starts to bleed from her nose and like keel over a little bit. And Michael says, I've done everything you asked me to do unless you want to add another. I'm like, no, we're not going to add another. We don't have the energy for that shit. And she says, you are the Supreme. And when she says it, she kind of passes out. And then she wakes up with Misty Day and Myrtle trying to console her and bring her back to life. And she's all excited to see Misty. And Misty just says, whoever that is y'all got to bring me back, that motherfucker not right. Like, I know what evil smells like. I know what death smells like. And he smells like the epitome of death. And when she says this, Cordelia is like, I knew something wasn't right about him. I just wanted to see how powerful he really was. That way, I could know how to handle this shit. Keep your enemies close and your friends closer type situation. Or keep your friends close and your enemies closer. There we go. I'm fucking up. My bad. I just woke up. Cordelia says at least he brought one of her girls back for this fight that they know they're going to have. And she says that she can't fight. Misty says that she is not feeling balanced at all, and they should have just left her where she was. Well, y'all know what we got to do. We got to call Stevie Nicks to come through and sing a little song and work her magic on Misty Day to get her back, percolating and shit. So Stevie Nicks come in, and I'm like, yes, Stevie Nicks. And Stevie Nicks sing, and I was just all here for the bewitchment of it all. During her performance, everybody is watching, but we see Cordelia and Madison kind of walk off. And they're in a room talking about how Cordelia wants to send Madison to find everything she could find about Michael Langdon. And that's when Behold comes into the room like, what's going on, bitches? Okay, I can hear everything that's going on. I love him. Oh, my God. And even in his role, he is aggravating my nerves. But even in his role, because I'm like, oh, now you want to come to the conclusion that you find something terribly wrong? Now Behold is scared. So he wants to work with them. And he was like, I'm going to tell if y'all don't let me come with y'all. And he was like, why would you not tell anyway? And he was like, because I feel like something is asunder. Something is fucked up right now. So Cordelia says, all right, Behold and Madison, y'all go and find out whatever y'all can find out about Michael Langdon. And I'm like, I hope that Ariel don't send somebody to kill y'all first. Cordelia gives them the address, and y'all, It's Murder House. I was like, yes! Y'all, I don't know why I'm living for, these moments. I don't know, but this episode was so good, which is understandably why I know so many of y'all were looking for the review. I'm sorry that it took so long for me to get it to y'all, but I hope y'all enjoyed the review nonetheless. I am excited about what's to come next. We're finally getting into what we, knew was going to happen this season, which was the convergence of Coven and Murder House. And we're finally back at Murder House. So I'm so excited. Next episode, I know it's going to be fire. I hope y'all come back for the review, and I will definitely be having that up on Thursday. All right? Because it's still like 3 videos that come on at the same time on Wednesday nights. So that will definitely be up Thursday. Hopefully nothing will fuck up my my scheduling. But I'm off now, so people, when they come, I want to spend time with them when I get a chance. So I appreciate the patience. I hope y'all enjoy the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I will see y'all in the next one, which will be Greenleaf. All right.